Tiger McPool's 2.1 modified saloons, Alistair Simpson, RAW Projects up at the front row of the grid, and it looks like the Cobra, Ricardo Davey, H&H Motorspares, ex-class and club champion, is going to be up alongside him on the front row of the grid. Second row, Sean Sinclair. On the outside of him is the 42 car, and that combination of Eugene De Wet in that motor car is blindingly quick. Gavin, third row of the grid.
Third row on the inside will be JP Junior with Dashes second on the outside. Dashes second should be one of the quicker ones, although he's been struggling the last couple of meetings. If you look at JP Junior, he's been on song. If you compare JP Junior with Alistair and Eugene, all of them are quick.
Yeah, a good couple of quick cars in there. Behind that, the man himself from Tiger McPools and the class sponsor, that is Jan. And then the 113 on the inside of that, there's a Craig Brunt.
Yeah, Craig Brunt, and we'll have a look at them as they come through. Jan Mostert is in there as well. So is Gerard Klopper, John Blau, and then Tian Klute, Peter Niemand. In the 101 is also that Stephen Bass. That's in the 101. As the Wamsa flag goes down, and away they go as they race down into turn number one. And it's Ricardo Davey that gets hold of turn number one. They are floating away there and into the wall. Two of them into the wall. That's one stopping there is Blau. That is Tashius van Tonder, and Alistair Simpson was also involved in that one. And that brings out the full course yellow flags.
Yeah, the other golf that went in there after the fact that there was a 74 of a John Blau, but I don't think he made any contact with the wall. Unfortunately, there was no way to go there for Tashius van Tonder, so the other flag comes out. It'll be restart original positions. It's first corner incident. Let's just hope that Tashius van Tonder is quite fine.
Gary, Frankie, look at the wing of Alistair. It's completely bent.
Oh, yeah. Lots and lots of damage on that one. The clerk of the course is looking at that as he came up towards us. On the outside of that is the Cobra car, the 33. Ricardo Davies, the son of Reggie Davies, a legend racer in his own right. The Sean Sinclair SP tune-up and Harcourt's Keith Kutsia sponsored car. That, Frankie, the oldest of all of the cars out here on track.
Yeah, the brother of the late great John Sinclair, but Alistair Simpson, broken wind and the end plate has gone. He was involved in that situation in turn one with the Titan Tools car of Tashius van Tonder, and then John Blau sailed in there behind under sympathy, but luckily for John in the West Cape Spares Golf made no contact with either Simpson or with van Tonder. So the clerk of the course sends him on the way. I see that Tashius van Tonder in the Titan Tools Audi A3 is mobile once again. Let's hope that there isn't any serious, Gavin, damage to the Audi A3 of van Tonder.
Well, it looks like he's going to stop in front of us right now.
Now there's smoke coming out from, was it steam or smoke?
I'm actually not sure. I actually speak from experience. This track, the moment you wet the inside line, there's one way of going around the circuit. That's on that very outer line up against the wall. We had that with mainline with the 6060s. It is horrendous to sit that close to the wall with so much good guys around you. Same as in the 2.1s. There's so many good guys around you. You don't know where to go. If you're sitting in a train, which way do you go to make up positions? You're always looking for that gap, unless you start working your way to the inside.
And there's somebody behind you with the exact same ideas what you've got trying to run you in from behind. So it looks like Tashius van Tonder, left-hand front suspension problems with the PR Services Titan Tools 444 Audi, and he parks it on the infield. Not a happy camper. He obviously feels that it was no fault of his own that he got run out towards the outside of the circuit and up against the wall. And yeah, it's not a good one for him. They are coming around. Clerk of the course is on the circuit.
Well, I don't quite know exactly what that 66 RAW Projects car is going to do.
just about ready to go live now with the restart of this race. All things being equal, we can get Sean Sinclair restarted as well. Ricardo Davies, Sean Sinclair, JP Jr. 42 off the line, Eugene De Wet, Jan Mostert, Tigerberg Tools, the sponsor of the class. Johan Blau, Westgate Spares in there behind that, LG Towing, Craig Brunt out there on the circuit as well. RNW Projects, the 66 car of Alistair Simpson coming around at the tail end of the field. Is he going to remain at the tail end? It almost looks like it. So no Tashes van Tonde out there as the flag goes down. It's Ricardo Davies on the outside line. He brings with him the 42 car for good measure of Eugene De Wet. They've broken away from the rest of the pack. It's the Tigerberg Bulls car that's in there in that third position. In there behind him now is JP Jr. Then it is Blau in the 74. Westcape Spares Mark 1 Golf in that fifth position.
Working the way out of turn number 2, it's Ricardo Davies and Eugene De Wet. That's it out there in P1 and 2 as they head into turn number 1, followed there by the Tigerberg Bulls car of Jan Mostert. He sits there in that third place as they exit turn 1, the Vaintain corner. Jean-Pierre Du Plessis Jr. sitting out there in P4, and he's been chased there by Craig Brunt. Blau is in there as well. The rest of the field is busy battling Tian Kluter, and right there behind Kluter is Stephen Bass, but right up there into turn number 1, Gavin, Ricardo Davies been hassled there by the 42 of Eugene De Wet.
Eugene De Wet, they're sitting in a very good second position behind Ricardo Davies. Jan Mostert doing very well in the Tigerberg Bulls car with that beautiful 23 on the side of it going into turn 2.
A lovely dice up front. Look at that, the 42 up on the inside line of Eugene De Wet. But it's going to be him around the outside. It's going to be the Cobra up on the inside line, Ricardo Davies, but he gets stuck in there behind Sinclair. So it's Eugene De Wet from Ricardo Davies. Then Jan Mostert in the 23 car. That man just finished the Vescas Oval season. It was only 4 race meetings that they had, but I think if I got my facts correct, he ended up second overall in the class. It's Sean Sinclair that's got a bad misfire as he comes past us. Next one in there behind that is JP Jr. as they work their way through the Vaintain corner.
What it's all about, Ricardo Davies, that 33 Cobra Racing, working his way down towards us. Ricardo Davies sitting out there in a P1. Mostert is right in there behind them, followed there by JP Jr. That's first, second and third. Heading into turn number 1, but working his way down the back main is race leader Ricardo Davies, and he'll run through on the inside of the 14 of Gerard Kloppers. But down the back main, Gavin, still a hell of a fight out there between Mostert and Du Plessis Jr.
Both of them doing extremely well there as they come out of turn 2 pit corner. But if you look further down the field, Eugene De Wet is starting to lap the guys already as he goes through into turn 2.
Yep, starting to work his way through the pack, and he'll come through nice and smoothly. He's accustomed to passing motor cars. Look at that, the Cobra, Ricardo Davies in that second position, going right around the outside of Stephen Bass in the 101. Now he'll go around the outside of Blau. Wow, he's picked up a good turn of speed. The first and second place cars working their way through lots and lots of traffic. The third place battle going through the apex of the Vaintain corner and out into the back lane. And it's Tigerberg Bulls, the man that sponsors this car, Jan Mostert, that finds himself holding out the 88 of JP Jr.
Eugene De Wet slapping Alistair Simpson there as he sits on that outside line, trying to get all the grip he can at the moment, with Reggie Davies all on his heels. As we look at the dice in third with Johan Mostert and JP Jr. Both of them doing very well. Jan Mostert with the second gear Tigerberg Bulls doing very well.
The leading man, Eugene De Wet, the blue flags is out, working his way around the outside of Craig Blunt, but Jean-Pierre goes to the outside, doesn't realize that the leader's in there. Ricardo Davey going into the Vaintain corner, making up lots and lots of ground. He's worked his way brilliantly through the traffic. Now it's going to be going past Craig Brunt as they go down into the pit corner, right around the outside in the 42 car. A brilliant drive, Eugene De Wet leading them out, stretching to the end of Ricardo Davey. But if we go back to third and fourth position, going into the pit corner, that is a two-car battle there, the 23 and the 88 Tigerberg Pools. It is Jan that is leading out there from JP. That's the third and fourth position, and they now also encountering a lot of traffic.
Yeah, they're picking up Blau there. Now they're side by side coming out of turn number one down the back lane. They go Mostert up on the inside and racing around him on the outside and taking that position away from him. He's the 88 of JP Jr. So JP Jr. moves up another position as Eugene De Wet and Ricardo Davey make their way out of the pit corner. The two of them coming out. Whoa, Alistair Simpson got involved in a slight situation there with the 25 of Tian Kluter as they work their way through a turn number one. Down the back main goes the 42 and the 33 to come around to start their final lap.
With only 2 laps remaining, you've got Eugene De Wet in front, followed by Ricardo Davey sitting behind Eugene De Wet. Both of them doing their own line, driving their own race, and yet they're sitting so close to one another.
Down the back straight for the last time, it is Eugene De Wet in the Village Auto car. Right in there behind him is Ricardo Davey. He'll take the checkered flag. A lovely drive by both of them, coming through in first and second positions. Third place on his way down the back main, the 88 car of JP Jr. He's eventually worked his way past Jan Mostert, Tigerberg Pools. He'll come through in a distant third, but third is third no matter how. It's JP Jr. from Jan Mostert that comes across the line. I do believe